Okay, this tutorial is going to review how to calculate your GPA. At UMBC, if you have been enrolled at UMBC from the start and haven't taken courses at any other institution, then your GPA will be calculated on your degree audit, which is helpful. For some students, they may have transferred from another institution, another university or community college, and so that GPA is not calculated there. When looking at your field placement, that's one thing that will be considered is all courses that kind of transfer. So you'll need to go to your degree audit and note the courses that have transferred and your grades and calculate that in order to figure out your GPA. So I just, for extra credit, you can actually calculate your GPA. And I wanted to show you guys how to do that. So one of the ways to kind of do that, there's a couple things. If you want to get extra credit in this class, you can develop a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet. It's kind of helpful to see how Excel works, so that's why I kind of still keep this in here. Another resource, and actually get to that at the end, is kind of calculate your GPA online. I don't give you extra credit for that. But this is a good way for you to kind of keep track of where you are in terms of your GPA piece when you're getting close to the field. So I've opened up Excel, and I did start doing this because I didn't want the video to be too long. But I basically kind of created several columns here. You can extend them just by clicking on here to extend the column. But I put in the class number, the name of the class, the credits, the grade, the value, and then the final calculation. And I'm going to explain how to set up this whole thing. This is basically what I'm looking for the extra credit piece. In order to obtain full credit, you kind of have to include these columns, and then I'll also make a note you have to have the actual formula in there, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. Another feature is that you could include for the extra credit piece is, I know this is on a Mac, so you have something similar because it is Microsoft Office still. But getting to the header or footer, and you can customize your header, and maybe in the top section, I'm going to put Katie Morris GPA. And then I kind of move it there. Okay. So that's a few things of kind of what it looks like. We'll get to what it looks like when we go to print it out in a second. So I've started entering. These are the classes that I took a couple classes over at Montgomery College before I transferred here. My social work prereqs and, of course, English composition. And then these are the courses that I actually just completed. So I've earned, I'm kind of noting the number of credits, and again, you can obtain this from the unofficial transcript at UMBC or your transfer credit report or degree audit. Because you do need, in order to calculate your GPA, you do need to know how many credits. Most of our courses are 3 credits. However, anything with a lab is going to be 4 credits. So you'll kind of note the bio is 4 credits. Then I actually noted a column where the grade, what letter grade did I earn in these courses. And finally, you need to calculate kind of what the value is. So here on the right-hand side, I kind of noted an A equals 4 points, a B equals 3, a C equals 2, and a D equals 1, and a F equals 0. So the way to calculate that out is if I earned a B, then I've earned 3 points. If I've earned an A, I got 4, an A, I got 4, C, I got 2, B, I got 3, C, I got 2, A, 4, 3, 4, 4. So if you can kind of see how that pattern worked. Okay. For the calculation, what I'm wanting to do is actually go up to the formulas, this FX thing right here, go up to that formula bar, and I hit equals. And I actually am clicking on the 2 boxes that I want to calculate. So I'm going to click on the 3, and I'm going to click on an X, which means times the value, and I'm going to hit enter. Okay. I didn't get this before when I practiced this. Let's try this again. Alright, so I'm going to hit on the X, and then I'm going to hit 3. Okay, it worked. I don't know why it said error. Okay, so just to kind of show that again, I can just click equal sign, and then 2 parts that I want to multiply. And I just want to accept it anyway. Apparently there's an error, but that's all right with me. Now, one thing is if this is going to be the same, if this is going to be the same formula all the way down, one thing that I can do, which it is I can right click and copy, and then I can highlight all the sections and hit paste. And it's going to automatically take, you can see here, this is kind of cool because if I click it and then highlight it, it's telling me it's taking 3 times 4. And, sorry, if you click on something else, it doesn't want you to do that. In order to get 12. In order to calculate this number, it took 3 times 2 to get 6, which is correct. Okay? And I'm hitting escape to get out of those. So this is the calculation. So this is like the value that it's giving me. So I need to sum this up in order to get my GPA. So I'm going to actually do another formula. But I'm actually going to click on this little FX thing because sum is in here. And I want it to sum column F2 through rows F2 through F11. Others, I am doing it. The joys of recording this. Let me see if I can get this right. Okay. So hold the phone. Okay, I don't know what the trick was there, but I deleted all the numbers again and I redid it, and I didn't get that error that I had gotten before. And then, so maybe there was just some random value that I left in the box before. So anyway, I am on a new box here, and I'm clicking sum, and it automatically is picking. You can kind of see it's highlighting when I double clicked on it. It automatically summed up the column ahead. So I'm actually just going to shrink that box so that I make sure that just in case any other numbers are entered in these other boxes, it wouldn't be calculated in there. And I hit enter, and that's the number, the kind of value that's been given, the credit value. Now I need to know what the sum is of how many credits I've taken. So I go over to the bottom of that, and I kind of double click that, and it automatically pulls in that number, or that column. And I kind of shrink that up and hit enter. And I've gotten 31. So now I have the number of credits and kind of the value given for the number of credits. And in order to calculate my GPA, sorry, quick math there. You can tell I'm not a mathematician. GPA total is going to be, am I doing that right? 102 divided by 31. Yeah. It's going to be 102, oops. I'm clicking on the equal sign. It's going to be 102 hash mark, which is divided by 39. Enter. It's going to be a 3.29. There you go. So, yay, I did that, and my GPA is pretty decent. I won't show my little GPA with all of you. But you can go into page setup. This is another nice feature, and I can turn this to landscape. So this is kind of like all on one page. And if I were to, you can put grid lines all in it, which is kind of nice. You can print preview. I can kind of see what it would look like. It's coming out as 2 pages, which I'm not thrilled about, so I can actually, probably because of that too. I can kind of shrink this column a little bit. I thought if I changed it to landscape, I'd be better off. But anyway, it doesn't matter because I'm not really printing these, but for your purposes, you could change the page setup. for your purposes, if you guys wanted to kind of be able to print this out, you could. So this is what I'm kind of looking for. Again, this is something that you guys could end up using. It's a way to get extra credit, which maybe you guys are looking for kind of at the end of the semester. So that concludes this tutorial, and again, as long as you have kind of each of the columns in here noted and what's noted in your syllabi, and that you have the actual, can actually see that I have a formula used to calculate all of this, because really you could do all of this by hand and then just fill the numbers in. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to show me that you know how to create better than I did the formulas used in here. All right, and then just be sure to save it and submit that on Blackboard. Thanks so much and have a good day.